Hello Kingshot friends, it's Efim with a new video. Thanks for tuning in. Today I'm gonna give you 10 essential tips for your daily routine in Kingshot. I tried to avoid any too basic tips, but we don't all have the same game knowledge. This is why I tried to include tips for players who played the game for a couple months, same as for new players. Before we start with the first tip, if you're looking for more Kingshot tips, like for heroes or gear, check out my other videos. So, the first one is use the nomadic merchant. As a beginner, you can use it to exchange resources depending on your needs. Later in the game, resources shouldn't be a problem anymore. Then you can use the store to convert resources into speed ups and teleports. As free-to-play or low spender, just make the gem free trades and the free refreshes. As mid or high spender, I would recommend to refresh the store until it costs more than 200 gems per refresh. The first two windows here will always be items that cost gems, while the other four will include items and resources that cost gems or resources. As spender, if you're ready to pay 200 gems for refreshing 4 windows, you should also be ready to pay up to 50 gems per window to get the next offer. This will be a quite equal amount. So if you have speed ups like me here for 63 gems, I would buy it, as by this logic the speed ups cost you only 13 gems. For me, this way I spend like 2-3,000 gems a day, but I get a lot of teleports and speed ups as exchange, which really makes it worth it. Second tip are the pet adventures. You should do all your 4 daily attempts and try to avoid as good as possible blue missions. These are this level 1 chests. If you have 3 blue missions, then only send 1 out and see what you get after the refresh. It might sound like it's a lot of work. You should be online couple times a day to do this, but in the end you will end up with better rewards for your pets if you really try to avoid these blue missions. The next tip is fight in arena as close as possible to reset. You won't give others a chance to hit you if there is no more time. If you want to do this, you can run all your 10 attempts within 1.5 minutes by skipping battles. I will show you it now. Usually I would also play later, but just for the purpose of the video, we're gonna fight this guy. And as soon as the fight starts, I'm pressing pause and retreat, and you see I have won the battle. With this technique, you can run through all your attempts within 80-90 seconds. Next tip is rally 10 terrors a day. Why 10? Because the first 10 gives you a special drop. As you can see here, it doesn't matter which level the terror you hunt are, you always will get for 10 rally special rewards. As you can see here, the first 10 successful rallies you call each day will grant special rewards. In this case, at level 8, it's rather gems or these treasures, but every level terror gives you better rewards for the first 10, and also here you can see how many are left for today. One more bonus tip for rallies: if you rally them, I have saved a hunting marsh with Diana because she saves you 5 stamina per rally and increase your march speed, and Fahad, who also increase your march speed. They don't have the best stats or battle skills, so you need to be sure you can beat the terror, but with this you will be faster and cheaper. And to make the rally even faster, we send only 1 infantry. Therefore, you have to be in an active alliance where you know your rally will be filled up. Because what happens now is our marsh will fight the terror, and you always have like couple injured soldiers fighting a terror. First troops that get injured are infantry. This means you hit the terror, you win the fight, and then your march don't walks back home. You save the time because you don't have a march anymore because your only soldier got injured. This way you don't have to wait until they walk back, and you save a lot of time. Also, when it comes to terrors, make sure you complete your 50 joining rewards for terrors, or during Champions Way Desert Trial also them. Just leave it on auto join, send 4 marches farming, and keep 2 on auto join. If you complete this, you can farm with all 6 marches, but I would recommend you to complete them daily. Only exception should be if it's a close KVK preparation and you have days where you get points for farming resources. These are the most easy points to get. Then just keep farming the whole day. It won't hurt you to skip these rewards one day. Otherwise, just make sure to get them. Next tip is use casseroles, pet skills, and decrease. As pet skills, you should always use your bison skill to get some resources instantly finished. Use your lion skill as soon as it's available, as you get items that are usually behind the paywall. And also use the decrease dailies. This is the mobilization, the productivity day, and the rush job. All grant you more resources daily, especially for lower players. You need to use them to not run out of resources. Further in the game with the War Academy, you want to use them to maximize your daily gold outcome, as you most likely will run short on normal gold. And also king skills, you should use them if you start research or building. Use chief minister, and if you start troop training, use noble advisor. All of them should be used daily, and if you play events like, for example, the bear hunt, try to get one of the roles and use all your battle pads. This is something I have noticed many players in the beginning forgot, so keep that in mind so you get an advantage over the others. One more tip is regarding true gold, tempered true gold, and dust. Every day you should make all normal refinements possible for you, and also make at least one super refinement. Here is the thing. The first one is 50% discounted, so I really recommend to you do it. If you're away, do 20, 40, 60. Depends on how much temperature gold you want on the first day, and then one in the next expensive category in the next day. For true gold dust, you also have an discounted amount. Here I can also recommend you to use it weekly if you have not maxed out your War Academy so far. For gold, I would recommend you to always have like 2-3 million. If you have not finished the troops, if you have finished all troops, then you should always keep like 1 million, because we will get further War Academy research, so be careful with it, or you run the risk to run out of gold instead of dust. For the next tip, I have made an extra short, but I want to mention it here. Play your journey. You will get every day 2 times 10 supplies here. Make sure to pick them up in time until the next 8 or 16 UTC supply. If you have the gems for it, go and get all these extra attempts, because they're really worth the gems, but make sure you still have enough to get the roulette heroes. I would give them a higher priority. Also, you should always have a research ongoing. I start a 3-day research and just let it go, and at KVK I will upgrade all of the masters. For the journey, a bonus tip is if you go into the journey, it takes a second. Don't do idle, and if you do auto, which is double as fast as the normal missions, don't use auto manage options. It don't choose the best options. That's also the same problem with idle. My next tip is nothing I can show you on the screen, but it's build yourself a daily routine. Look, when I wake up after reset, because it's in the middle of the night for me, I make my breakfast, make myself ready, and during my breakfast, I just click through my daily tasks, complete most of this, complete all my intel missions and stuff like that without even thinking about it. I don't go in and check my messages. I just complete my daily stuff like on autopilot. This will save you a lot of time, as you will be faster if you just do the same clicks at the same time and you don't really need to think about it. My next tip is attend events even if you can't attend the event the whole time. A good example is the bear hunt. Now let me open it. Damage rewards, personal rewards. Normally I play till 4.8 billion, which is kinda easy for me by now, to be fair. I don't have to join the big rallies, but if I only start a rally and join 4, 5, 6 rallies at the same time, it will take me like 1 minute of my time, and I still will get only 3 hammers less, 1 chest, and 1 XP plate less. So for like 1% of the work, I will get 80% of the rewards. So this is what I mean. If you know you can't attend the event for the whole time, just jump in, just do the minimum. I really hope some of the tips help you grow faster in the game. If you have more tips for players watching this, let me know it in the comments. And if you're interested in more content, leave a subscription. Thank you all for watching it and have a nice weekend.